That's Montgomery Gentry. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of AM Minnesota. As usual, the first Monday of the month, we're going to get acquainted with what's happening at the Paradise Center for the Arts. They got all kinds of things going on in March, just as they do every month. So we're going to visit with the ladies from the Paradise. Before I get to that, though, tonight's Kenyan Mingle boys basketball tournament game at Maple River has been moved to tomorrow because of the anticipated snowstorm. I'm looking out my window. I'm not seeing any snow. You guys seeing any snow?
Not yet.
On the radar. We'll see if it comes.
Oh, well. Anyway, I guess it's better to be safe than sorry.
Especially with kids on the road.
So we won't be heading to Maple River tonight. They've got it scheduled for tomorrow night, although this storm, when is it supposed to? It's supposed to end tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow morning.
So, well, yes, this is Minnesota. We can get things cleaned up in just a matter of hours. We'll be heading over to Maple River tomorrow, it appears, for Kenyan Mingle and Maple River. Speaking of the arts, Kenyan Mingle is doing a play, Into the Woods. You familiar with that?
I am.
We had that at the Paradise a few years ago.
I know.
That was the joint one with...
It was a collaboration with Northfield Arts Guild.
Oh, okay. Well, the high school is doing it at Kenyan Mingle. Most challenging play, their director tells me, that they've probably ever done.
I would believe so.
And for our 10th anniversary in October, we dressed up as characters from that particular show.
Really?
For our anniversary event.
Oh, okay.
I was the Woods.
So, Into the Woods, and so I'm hoping that we'll be able to go over to Kenyan Mingle High School this Thursday and interview some of the cast members.
Fun.
Should be a lot of fun on Thursday of this week. Tomorrow, Jerry's going to talk crop insurance, the deadline to purchase, March 15th. He'll talk to Ag Analyst Kent Tisi about that. We'll visit with Faribault Chamber members on Wednesday. And this Friday, Jerry's also going to talk about the Farm Business Appreciation Breakfast, which is coming up as well. So, Julie Fakler, your title again is?
Operations Manager.
And Kristen Twitchell is the Executive Director, right?
Yes.
Of the Paradise Center for the Arts. I don't know why I can remember her title, but I can never remember your title.
Julie's title seems to change weekly sometimes.
I do all kinds of stuff.
She does all
Titles
kinds.
are just titles,
That's
right?
right.
Yeah.
So how's the art going for you, by the way, your pets?
Oh, wonderful. I just had a show I took down in Austin and one in Faribault. Yeah.
I should get with you because my brother has a dog that he absolutely adores.
I can do his
we're
portrait.
Talking, he loves this dog.
Yeah.
And I'd really like to get a picture of the dog for him before, the dog's getting old.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to have to talk to you about that.
I can do that.
It'd be a nice gift for my
It
brother.
would be a great gift.
I think he'd like that.
And I'm teaching a paint a portrait of your pet class during spring break this March 21st from 1 to 3. So you can learn how to paint like I do.
Boy, I don't know about that, Julie. Now, I did do a wildlife drawing that got in our high school art show.
Well,
I
that's
was
good.
a kid. Freehand drew a dog.
There you go.
I think I was possessed by something because I haven't been able to draw like that since. You much of an artist, Kristen?
Not a visual artist, no. I used to do some photography and pottery, but I excel at stick people. So, no, my area is in the literary arts. So.
But people can learn about pottery at the Paradise.
They absolutely can.
We do have also during spring break Diane Lockerbie teaching hand building.
She has at least one class, if not two, that are like full right now. So
Yeah.
I don't
it's a
doubt
great,
that
State Faribault Clay Studio is really phenomenal. There's new wheels in there. We've had it rewired, so if folks are interested, whether they've ever done pottery before or they're brand new, there's pottery for all ages and
Aren't
levels.
most of your classes full?
They do fill up, so get registered ahead of time by calling us or going to our website, paradisecenterforthearts.org. We'll have all that information for you.
I'm sure cost varies, but what's the average?
Classes go from $20 on up, and this summer we're adding some family classes that will start at $3.
Oh,
You can just kind of drop into if you want to.
how can you beat that?
Right.
Well, it'd be a great way to learn some way to relax. We're going to talk about happenings in March. We've got something coming up this weekend we'll tell you about when AM Minnesota area. Also a full-service ag retailer, herbicides, fertilizer, custom application, all crop production products, special prices on brand name and generic herbicides. Ask about a free customer appreciation gift. Call 507-384-9191. Also, Werner Farm Seed Dundas, quality seed at reasonable prices, and Mark Dietz Minnesota Agronomy Products, your local Titan Pro dealer. On our AM Minnesota show today, Kristen Twitchell, Julie Fakler with us from the Paradise Center for the Arts. So, coming up this Friday, I see you've got some famous jugglers that are going to be in town.
Yes, so we're bringing in the Danger Committee. If your listeners have ever been to the Renaissance Festival, they actually have one of their own stage shows. During the summer, they'll throw all kinds of things, including fire at each other. They won't be throwing fire inside the Paradise.
I would hope not.
But they actually come with their own special insurance for themselves, since they do throw knives at each other. Not at the audience, though. But it's a family fun show for everyone, 7 o'clock this Friday.
Well, don't be a heckler at that show.
Yeah, but they mix in kind of humor with the juggling. They do all kinds of fun, silly stuff. They were on America's Got Talent. And then again, they're regulars at the Renaissance Festival.
This is about as family a show as you can get, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're excited to bring them, and thanks to Crossroads for their sponsorship. But we want folks to get tickets before they sell out, because they're a well-known group.
In fact, I see you've got a family pack available.
We do, yeah. So we're really trying to, whether you're, and it doesn't have to be a mom and dad, it could be 2 grandparents and 2 children. We're trying to make it affordable for people to come and enjoy some great entertainment.
$54 for 2 adults and 2 kids 12 and under.
It's pretty much like going to the movies.
It's 12 and over? Or
12 and under. And then there's a student price as well. So children and students.
So that's a pretty good deal.
And right prior to that, we're going to have the opening for our area student exhibit. So we usually have 7 to 9 schools, and the artwork is on the 2nd floor of the Paradise, and we'll have a reception for that 5 to 7 right before the Danger Committee on this Friday.
Oh, okay, wow.
So everyone from kindergartners through seniors in high school.
Yep, K through 12.
What schools are being featured?
Jefferson, Lincoln, Roosevelt, Faribault Lutheran School, the STEM School, the Area Learning Center, I believe Divine Mercy, Nurstrand.
So virtually all the schools have
Almost, yeah. Middle school. Yep.
That should be awesome.
Yeah, usually there's about 200 students.
Oh, Minnesota State Academy for the Blind. Yeah.
So do you choose the artworks that go in, or are they?
The art instructors choose 40 pieces, and then they hang them, and we have a reception to celebrate youth. March is Youth Art Month.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's correct.
That dog I was telling you about that I drew freehand, we've got in our Spring Valley High School art show. My mom had that up in her kitchen for years and years and years. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, come see what the students are up to. It's amazing artwork.
We have some other great shows in the gallery too that everybody's kind of has a moment of surprise because it's really so fun.
Yeah, we've already started March with a gallery opening on Friday for Lael McDill, Talia Torres, and Mary Ellen Frame. And Lael's work is something else I've never seen before. It's fun. The kids are going to love it. It's bright. It's colorful. It's almost magical.
Yeah, wow. It's really whimsical, and if you like photography, Mary Ellen's work is really beautiful. Yep. It's just, it's really something to take in. So folks should make it down. We're open noon to 5, Monday through Friday. Tuesday through Saturday. Wow, I don't even know what day it is. Noon to 5, Tuesday through Saturday, and then we stay open till 8 on Thursdays. So lots of opportunity, and it's free and open to the public to come see the galleries.
So I'm sure there's some other things going on in March.
Yeah, it's a busy month. I feel like I have to take a deep breath. So we've got the Danger Committee and the gallery opening, and then the following Thursday we're actually helping Minnesota Academy for the Blind. We're sponsoring Cat's Pajamas Vocal Jam. So they are another award-winning act. They were on the Sing Off. They've been on several TV shows, a cappella group, and that's a fundraiser for MSAB.
Oh, cool.
So that's Thursday the 15th. Both those shows are at 7 here. The Danger Committee's at 7 and for families, and then that show Thursday the 15th. Then Saturday, St. Patrick's Day in the morning, we have Aesop's Fables, which is a show put on by our littlest actors.
Ages 3 to 7, and this is a kickoff for our children's theater season. that's made possible by a grant through the Southeastern Minnesota Arts Council.
So there's 19 or 20 little 3 through 7-year-olds doing a variety of Aesop's fables.
So that'll be cute.
Yeah, it's going to be really cute. It's their first opportunity to really do theater. It's not one of our big fancy productions. The kids help to make the sets. It's really to introduce them to theater, but it's a great opportunity to come hear those favorite stories, and it's really inexpensive, a ticket.
And then that evening we have an Irish...
Yeah, we have Celtic and Irish musicians, Willow Bray. So for your audience members who happen to come to our Fab 6 event with Gary Rue, this is Gary's wife. Very musical family. So it's Celtic, Irish musicians, and then there'll be Irish step dancers. So and we're going to have some Irish beer. So we're having a fun St. Patrick's Day party, just like 7:30 to 9, and then you can still go out and do your other St. Patty's Day stuff, but start your party at the Paradise.
Sounds like fun.
And that's just through
the 17th and the 23rd. We have the High 48s.
Yeah, we have a really wonderful bluegrass group that was recommended to us actually by Dick Kettering up at Shattuck.
Oh,
you know, Dick does the Fester Lampert series and knows a lot of great musicians, and so we're bringing the High 48s. They're out of the Twin Cities for just a wonderful evening of bluegrass.
And when's that again?
That is Friday, March 23rd.
7:30.
So we just have kind of now through that end of March, just a show a weekend or more than one.
And like I said, we also have some classes during spring break if the kids are looking for something to do.
Never thought about spring break. That's coming too, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes. So we've got a full season of, or just a full season, but also a full month of shows. So there's really something for everyone. If you like theater, if you like more, I think the vocal jam, the Cat's Pajamas is a more variety kind of pop rock music. They do some great covers. And then obviously the Irish Celtic music for those folks who maybe are a little bit more traditionalist. So, and then the Danger Committee, it doesn't matter what you like because you can't not have fun. And we actually went and saw their show twice. My kids liked it so much.
Wow.
So we couldn't get enough. It was like you couldn't capture it in one event. So.
You were going to say something, Julie?
No, I don't know if I can keep my eyes open with people throwing knives at each other.
Yeah. Like I said, you don't want to be heckling at that show.
No, I think it was Howie Mandel on that show who said it's one of the most unique acts he had ever seen on the show. And they're just 3 guys out of the Twin Cities, they're pretty low key, they're easy to work with.
And they're making their money throwing knives at each other.
Along with other things, they juggle lightsabers and spears and flaming things, and they throw them to they're juggling them to each other. So they're catching these moving, pointy objects, in addition to throwing them at each other.
I'm sure they do have a disclaimer at this show telling the kids not to try this at all.
I'm sure they do.
Because you know how kids are.
Yes.
Yes, but we also hope that the folks will come out for that, obviously, because that always supports the Paradise, but we're really trying to do more partnering, so the Minnesota Academy for the Blind hosting their event for them and this vocal jam. The musicians from the Cat's Pajamas are actually going to be at MSAB and then at the Faribault High School during the day, working with students.
So it's like an artist in residence type program.
Yes, so that's really nice for them to get to share their music during the day and then could put on a show at the Paradise. Do we have a moment?
Kidding. Oh, well, I better transfer you over here.
So we were talking about Lael's art. Well, Gordy's, the fun thing for me looking at that art is there's something magical in each piece, and it's like a little treasure hunt. So you should definitely come see her work.
Yes, there's hidden images throughout each piece.
And she creates all of the clay and images herself.
Yes.
So. Do we have Mick on?
Well, I'm hoping we have Mick. Are you still there, Mick?
Here.
Oh, thank God. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Where are you? You're up in the city somewhere, right?
Yeah, I'm actually huddled in Maplewood right now outside of the wind and cold this year.
No kidding. I lived in Maplewood when I was going to Brown Institute when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah. I live on the kind of the Woodbury side of it, and Maplewood's weird. You can drive down Highway 61 and enter and leave Maplewood 3 times. It's got a weird layout.
Yeah, that's true. Now I lived on Larpenteur Avenue. Apartments there on Larpenteur Avenue, and I remember there used to be a 7-Eleven I stopped at virtually every day. But there's no more 7-Elevens, I don't think, in the cities.
Not that I know of. you know. So how are things in Faribault?
Oh, they're always just booming in Faribault, especially at the Paradise Center for the Arts. Have you ever performed there before?
We have not, and we're really excited to be coming there. It's going to be fun.
You ladies have a question for this young man?
Just kind of what should the audience expect? This is a different kind of show for us to bring to the Paradise. So what are people looking for when they're coming to see the show?
Yeah, well, it's funny. It's really a lot of fun, and they're going to see some things that they have probably never seen before. So the Danger Committee, we're 3 guys. We do a comedy, juggling, knife-throwing show, and it's more, I guess it's a little bit character-driven, and so it's a little bit like sketch comedy, but more than like the stand-up style is one way to describe it. We've worked out at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival for many years, so people down there that have seen us will get a chance to see us again in a theater environment instead of at the Renaissance Festival in the heat and the rain and all that stuff. What else can I tell you about us? We had Caleb McEwen. He plays a character called Ronaldo. Is probably one of the best knife throwers in the world. He doesn't brag about it, but I do. It's great to have him on the team. He's amazing. And so we do knife throwing, we do juggling, we do a lot of comedy, and it's pretty much unlike anything they've probably seen there before.
That's probably true. Now, how did you get your start? I can't imagine you guys dreaming up this idea to throw knives at each other.
It's kind of a funny story. I learned to juggle when I was young at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival. I was probably 14, and I ran around and saw all the performers, and I really decided at that age that that's what I wanted to do for a living. I thought it was just the coolest thing. So kind of pursued that, and I taught a couple of my friends in high school how to juggle, and the 3 of us put on a show, and eventually we formed a group called the Dewdrop Jugglers, and we were out at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival and kind of did county fairs and things like that for many years. And then we ran into Caleb McEwen. We actually took improv so we would get funnier. We wanted, we have a lot of improv in our show. And we met Caleb McEwen at the Brave New Workshop, and he was the entertainment director there. And we loved his shows there, and he loved our show. And we said, we should do something sometime together. And he wrote this play called Pedro Wong's Hungarian Bistro, the world's most dangerous haunted restaurant. And we did a few different runs of that in the Twin Cities, and it went really well. And so we became friends, and eventually one of the members of the Dewdrop Jugglers, Jeff, retired. And we were going to hire Caleb to write for Jay and I, just the 2 of us, and instead of writing for us, he ended up joining the team. But he didn't know how to juggle, but he was a great knife thrower. And so that's how the Danger Committee formed. At first, Caleb wasn't able to juggle, so he played a character that hated jugglers in our group. So we have a knife thrower that doesn't get along with the jugglers, and that's kind of the basis of the comedy in the show. And it makes a lot more sense when you actually see it. So we've been doing the Danger Committee for about 10 years now. It's been very successful. This is what we do for a living, and we have a lot of fun with that. We do theaters like yours. We also do corporate shows and things like that as well.
You were on America's Got Talent, right?
We were on America's Got Talent. It was probably like 6 years ago now, 7 years ago. We ended up on the show, and we went to New York, and we did really well there. And then we ended up going to Las Vegas, and that was a lot of fun. And then we didn't move on past that. I think in America's Got Talent, they're really looking for like a story, and we didn't have a very good story, because they wanted to know, is this your big shot? And we're like, well, this is what we do for a living. And they're like, well, what if you don't go to Vegas next month? If you don't make it, how are you going to feel? And we're like, well, we're going to Vegas either way. We're opening for Louis Anderson at the Palace Theater, and they didn't want to hear that stuff. They just wanted to hear that, well, this is our only shot. We were desperate and that kind of thing. We were too Minnesota nice for them.
Yeah, I guess. You got anything else, ladies, you want to ask?
So what sorts of things do you juggle? I've seen your Renaissance show, and I know we can't do fire inside. So since you can't do fire, what are some of the other things folks might be fun to see?
Sure. Well, yeah, that was something we had to deal with early on in our careers, because a lot of buildings, that you don't want to do fire because of the smoke and setting off fire alarms and stuff like that. But we found something that's equally as cool and just as exciting with no fumes. We juggle stun guns, and we have a couple different varieties, but we rigged them to actually stay on. So we juggle stun guns, we juggle machetes and axes, and we also juggle clubs. We also do some fun things that aren't dangerous. We do, you know, there's things called Diabolos, they're like giant yo-yos that aren't attached to the string, and we do shaker cups. They're a little bit like, they're kind of cups that nest inside each other, and you throw them up and do tricks with them, and you catch them, and they're a lot of fun as well. Kinds of fun stuff, and it's a full show, so people are going to get a chance to see all kinds of juggling and all kinds of stunts and some of the coolest knife throwing in the world.
So this is family friendly, right? Or is there like a minimum age you recommend, or is it really? I know at the Renaissance Festival you have all ages just kind of walking by. So.
It's love our show. I think about 8 is when they get the humor. But yeah, it is family friendly. We don't say any bad words. We don't have adult themes in our show. You know, children are always welcome, although we threaten to kill them. All in good fun.
Well, my daughter is 6, and she thought that she was hoping you'd threaten to kill her brothers who were there. So.
Like, can you take my kid? You know, we do some things with the audience too. We get, you know, people on stage and do stuff. Although we don't throw knives or do anything dangerous with audience members.
You think anybody could learn how to juggle?
Oh yeah. Juggling is really a good way to learn is with scarves. They float. They go really slow. So if you want to learn how to juggle, really anybody can. A lot of people say, well, I could never juggle, but they can drive a car. You know, so they say they're not coordinated to juggle, but you know, if you drive a car using a gas and a brake pedal that you can't even see, you have enough coordination to do that at the same time, so you're steering. And then some people, you know, eat a sandwich and put on makeup while they're doing it, and they say they don't have enough coordination to juggle. But everybody can learn how to juggle. It's just that most people just have better things to do.
Well, some people can't catch, and I would think you'd have to be able to catch to juggle.
The catching is really because you're throwing the ball to yourself, and so if you know where it's coming from and you know where it's going, it's much easier to catch that way.
So,
scarves, they float. It's really easy to, if you look up scarf juggling or Google scarf juggling, you'll see what I mean, but that's the best way to learn the pattern.
what's the most items, the most number of items that you've ever juggled at one time?
Well, I can juggle 7 balls, probably the most that I do. As a team, Jay and I have passed 10 clubs back and forth, so that's kind of our upper number. Back in the day, in our younger years, we won international team juggling championships.
Oh, cool.
So that was cool. So we're pretty good at that. But these days, the kids have gotten so good at juggling. Like the record now, you know, when I was juggling back then, no one did more than 7 clubs. And, you know, 8, 9 balls was you know, unheard of. And now, you know, people are doing 11 and 12. It's crazy. I think that's one thing. The internet has changed juggling more than anything else, because we used to go to juggling conventions once a year when you'd see people do tricks, and then you'd go home and learn them and come back in a year and see if you could, you know, come up with something new. And now kids learn a trick, they put it on the internet, and it's available to all the jugglers all at once. And so it's just grown exponentially.
Are we talking tennis balls here, or what kind of balls are we talking?
You know, there's bean bags. Tennis balls are a little bit light and they're kind of bouncy. They want something a little bit heavier, so sometimes there's bean bags or balls that are filled with sand. There's bouncing balls, there's silicone balls. You can pretty much use anything. A good thing to learn with that has a nice weight to it are lacrosse balls. You can get at a sporting goods store. Those are a good thing to learn with.
I'll be darned. Either of you ladies know how to juggle?
No.
Well, your mom,
Well, I juggle all kinds of things, just they're not usually in the air unless I...
Yeah, we juggle a lot of the paradise, but it's not items. It's events and people.
Yeah, a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Throwing stuff in the air. Anything else before I
Yeah,
let?
thanks, Mick. We're excited to have you all come down.
We are really looking forward to it, and if you want to check us out, we have a Facebook page, the Danger Committee, and also a website, thedangercommittee.com, and you can click on the videos, you can get a real sense of what we're doing. But it's really going to be a lot of fun. I really encourage people that are on the fence to come on out and check it out.
Yeah, that's this Friday.
Yes, Friday at 7 o'clock.
Looking forward to having you in Faribault. Thanks for joining us this morning. Yeah, you too. Fantastic. All right. Well, we're kind of juggling this today, aren't we?
Yeah. So we hope folks will get their tickets. As Julie mentioned, you can get them online at paradisecenterforthearts.org. You can call our box office at 507-332-7372, or you can come down and purchase them from the Paradise. So great opportunity just to see something different and come out and beat the cold and have some fun this March.
Virtually everybody gets them online now, though, don't they?
A lot of people do. And also, I wanted to say we do have a lot of our summer classes already scheduled here at the Paradise Center for the Arts.
Wow.
So if you want to get your kids summer booked, go to the website, see what's coming up, or stop in and see us and get them registered.
Some great camps, Lion King Jr., some great pottery camps. Yeah, we've just got a full slate of activities and shows. And
painting, drawing, fused glass.
Get those kids off those screens and doing something with their hands.
Yeah. Learn something new, and a lot of the classes you can take together. Grandchild and grandparent can take the class together, mom and daughter.
Bet that's fun.
Yeah, there's all kinds of them that they can learn together and have that experience.
All right. So are you close to a sellout for this Friday show?
No, we're not sold out yet, but I imagine tickets will go quick this week as people are kind of getting their schedule nailed down. So don't wait. We've had some folks experience that. We've had a lot of sellouts lately, and or come close. And so if you want good seats, get them now.
Well,
same thing for the classes. Get registered ahead of time.
Yeah. I mean, I usually sit in the back, and it's not a bad seat.
So now through March 23rd, we have a lot of shows. So check out our website or come by and pick up one of our free season guides.
Paradise Center for the Arts. Again, the website is paradisecenterforthearts.org.
.org, yes.
.org.
Yes.
Org. Because, it's not a .com, it's a .org. It's a .org. Check it out, folks. Great website. They do a super job at the Paradise. So that'll conclude today's edition of AM Minnesota. So I want to thank ladies from Paradise for stopping by. Again tomorrow, Jerry talks crop insurance. The deadline to purchase March 15th. Kent TC will be his guest. You're in tune to KDHL-AM in Faribault, Minnesota. Be careful. Be safe, okay, folks? They're talking a winter storm coming our way. Stay tuned. We'll let you know the very latest right here.